Guys, if this content has given you value or entertainment or both, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It really helps with the algorithm and helps this content get seen by more people. Thanks. Hey guys, Nathyn Brendan Masters. I am back with the most evil, the Evil Nun. Now you've seen me escape, and you've seen me escape in several different ways and several different modes. Now I'm about to go back and get these kids, and I forgot that I was in hard mode, so I actually did it in hard mode. This is the epic escape. About to do it. Evil Nun, Salvation. Let's go. Now you might notice that I'm doing a little bit more editing here, and that's because I didn't want this whole thing was about a 50-minute video, and I got it down to 20 minutes and 26 seconds, so I did a lot of editing on this. So a lot of the traveling part I'm gonna take out. So like a lot of just me going from place to place, I'm deleting that. So you're gonna just it's gonna go from like bang, bang, bang. We're just gonna kind of jump around a little bit and get this done. So what started happening was I fully expected that the crowbar was going to be there, and it wasn't. So I went out to try to grab it. It wasn't there. I had to go all the way back around, and at this point I hadn't turned the power back on, so I have to go all the way back around. I'm going through the tunnels. That's one of the reasons it took probably more time than it should have, because I really expected that crowbar to be there. So I am trying to do this thing where you can get up here very quickly by just kind of bouncing on the trampoline, and then you can just jump up here. The thing about it is when I got up here, I forgot that the bands are still on, so I still can't go around. I still can't go to the kitchen, so I have to go back down and back through the tunnels again. So I spent a lot of time doing stuff like that, and now I just decided I'm just going to go ahead, run upstairs, get what I need, and then come back down. And keep in mind, at this point, I was a good few minutes into the game, and I hadn't run into the Evil Nun, so that's actually how good I've gotten with this game. If I don't, just want her to chase me, I have a good idea how to get around her without her. There she is, and I got a good idea how to get around her, and I listen out for her and everything like that. When I'm just being chased by her in the game, I do all kinds of stuff to just, get her attention. But if I'm actually trying to be sneaky and get around her, I can actually do it for a good long period of time. But there's a lot of stuff that's happening here. There's some things I do very differently with this. I try to line everything up before I actually get out there. Before I put the mask on and everything, I want to get things out there. So I want my flamethrower. I want my flamethrower out there. I want one of those sticks that's in that little sacrifice room. I want one of those sticks so that I can. I'm gonna need that to strike the fuel tanks. I played this a few times and I failed badly at it because I looked at it and I'm kind of like, oh, okay, I get it, I can do this. But there's a lot of things that you need to take into account. So those are the things I think you should have out there. The fuel tanks too. I bring the fuel tanks out before I do anything else, because what I found is that if you bring the fuel tanks out at the end, she'll come out. If she comes out there, she's going to get you, because now you stand out. As long as you're not standing out, and you'll see this later in the game when you get the mask, as long as you're not standing out, she can't really do anything to you. But if she sees you standing out, which is like you carrying something maybe you shouldn't carry, things like that, then she's going to get you, because she got me like that one time carrying the fuel tanks out. So what I do, carry everything out early on. Crowbar, you see I dropped the crowbar down there, that's so I can get to it. The fuel tanks, I'm going to go and drop those out later. The stick and the flamethrower. Those are things I have. Now, the flamethrower is something that you have to buy. So you have to play the game for a while, get your in-game currency, which is free. That's just part of the game. And you get that, and then you can buy you a flamethrower like I have right here. And if you notice my room, I also decorated my room and stuff too. And I'll probably do some more stuff later on I noticed Think Noodles is doing the game in extreme mode. I actually did a run in extreme mode, but I didn't keep it on my iPad. So I'll do it again and record it, because I have to record it on my iPad. Then I just take it from there, put it on my computer. I airdrop it from there on my computer. Now, here's the thing, right? They're going to tell you later that you have to take this nun out before you can actually proceed, and there's a reason for that. So what's going to happen is you have to make sure that she doesn't get back in the van. But if you come up behind her, she's going to run, right? So I come up in front of her, hit her with the flamethrower. She's going to run away, and later on, they're going to use that van to block the nun from coming up there. So the evil nun will only be able to run around in this area back here when they block it out, and you'll see that later on. So that stick, I took that and I'm dropping all that stuff over there in one pile. Now, I didn't do anything with the chalice or with the grail. I didn't do anything with the grail just yet. So now I'm going to take it, close that door, lock everything up, and we're going to go down here and get into the laundry room. And this is one door that's not open. Also, you're going to need a code. Now, I'll show you how to get that code. You're going to drop that right there. And this charges the mask. Now, I'm gonna let you in on a secret here. I didn't play all the mini games to get those masks. I bought all the pieces because I played it so much that it saved up enough money or enough in-game currency. There are enough coins, I guess, to buy the mask. So that's what I did here. Now, you're gonna go in this door. There's a little girl in here. All right, now she's a little bit sick, and as you can see, she's not in the best of health. So you want to keep your eye on her. And what I did here, this is very important. You're going to have to kind of nudge her along a little bit. If you stay away from her for too long, she will cry out. She's going to cry for her mom, and she's going to make a very loud cry. And what that will do is that will bring the evil nun there. And what happened was, in this situation, the evil nun saw me kind of, dealing with her, kind of nudging her along. So that ended up making me stand out. And plus, I don't have my mask on in here. You know what, guys? I looked back over the footage and I didn't have my mask on. I didn't have the mask on. I must have just let it charge, and then I went back. I let it charge, and then I went down there. Oh, that wouldn't have worked out that way. Oh, that's bad. Well, hell, it's done now. But so basically, if you have this mask on, you see where there's that little, it's like you're looking through binoculars or something. That's what it looks like when you have a mask on. So I could do all this without the mask, apparently. But you want this code. When she sits down on the bed, you're going to get a code, and it's going to be a different code than the door upstairs. This is a whole different code. Now, you have to be careful that once you put that code in, that the nun isn't around the corner when you come in and out of the door. Grab that crowbar right there. Remember, I put that there earlier. Grabbing that crowbar, because I'm going to go here, pop these nails out, and I'm going to grab the fuel tanks. And I throw the crowbar up in here somewhere so that if she comes down here, she won't see me with it. So, then I would stand out and she would see, oh, this kid is doing something different. Now, what I tend to do is when I make a big noise down here, I'll just kind of walk around just like I'm one of the other kids. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, because as long as you have that mask on and you're not doing anything too out of sorts, she's not really going to see you. So I just do that, and I keep an eye on her. I'm going to grab it, that one, and I'm just going to take it out there, put it with the pile, come back in, look around, make sure she's not around, and I'm going to do the same thing. And as you see, the van is still there, so drop it right here with the other stuff. Actually, the other stuff is over there. But, and again, you're going to see all of this stuff come in handy later on in the game. As a matter of fact, you're going to see it come in handy in just a few minutes. But I'm grabbing this one. Now, what I did last time was that last one, I waited until the kids were coming out. I have to talk to this guy real quick. He's going to tell you what you need to know. And he's working on some blueprints here. Now, there's a little boy downstairs who's like, he has his little workshop. And I don't know how he managed to function differently than the other kids, but he's got a mask on too. He's got his own little workshop. You get these notes to him, and that teaches him or shows him how to build a balloon. And as long as he knows or has the plans for it, he can build it. Now he's ushering them out. I'm going to take the lead here just in case the nun is there. Although I'm not quite sure what I would be able to do, because I made a very big mistake, and that is when I went back over here, I didn't grab the flamethrower. It was in my mind to do, but something else, I don't know what exactly happened, but I decided I just forgot it. I forgot to do it. And I think it was because of this. I'm going to let this play out, and I'm not going to really talk over it or anything, but this is them building the balloon. So if you want to see them build the balloon, you can watch it. If not, I'll put a jump code in a jump code. I will put the time code in the description. Time code, not jump code. You're not a demon trying to get from the hell dimension to Earth. You just need the time code here. Little in joke there for the fans of the Epitaph Bread and Salt comic book. Demon Noir too. I think they talk about jump codes in Demon Noir as well. But I'm just going to let this play out, and you can watch it. Now, I kind of knew this was going to be a problem, but I don't know why I didn't. Or I know I didn't prepare for it. I didn't prepare for it because I didn't exactly know that it was going to happen. I had an inkling because once they got out the last time, like when I played this the first time, and I got them all out, I heard her in there, but I didn't know she was actually still in there because I looked around and everybody was gone. But no, the little girl, she's still in there. So you gotta go and get her out. Now, this is where I went wrong and where you guys don't go wrong. In doing that, I should have grabbed the flamethrower. Now, when she says mama, that might not do it, but that loud scream will. That will bring the evil nun after you. Now, if I had better control over the mask, I could have got out of this, but I just wasn't fast enough to do it. So that's what happened there. And after a few tries, I figured out how to get this done. Now, the thing is, what I prepared for never actually happened. So I did the whole thing. I got back down there very quickly. And then this is very interesting because the nun doesn't do anything to the kids or anything. It's just you. She just wants to kick your butt. So I grabbed the mask very quickly and look around, make sure she's not coming. And then there she is right down there. Instead of trying to go back over there and control the mask, I just went back down in the sewer. So okay, I'll go back down in the sewer. And I waited her out and went back up here. And simplest thing to do. I should have done it the last time, but I panicked. And it's actually pretty funny because I got to give it to this game. When you get to this point, there's actually a certain amount of emotional investment in here because you actually want to save these kids. Now, what happened was she saw me coming out and thought I was going to go back inside. So she went back inside, and I'm just popping over here using the mask. And these are the only few times I actually used the mask in this game, is to get back over there, and I have the flamethrower with me. So the thing is here, if the nun comes out, I'm going to, well, you guys know what I do to the evil nun if she messes around, and I don't feel like being chased. She gets that heat, literally. But to my shock, this was never a problem anymore. The girl got out. And once she gets over here past this van, there's not a lot that the nun can do because she's not going to come across the van and she's home free basically. So at this point, little girl gets in and that's it. We're out. And I love the ending to this. You have a nice emotional ending. It's kind of like, wow, you really have kind of been through a little something here. So there you have it. The nun, she doesn't know what to do. She's like, what the hell? They're leaving?
Don't look back, we're here to stay. A life we knew would come one day. And this is it, the borderline to where the future leaves us behind. The fire will burn and never die, looking through the eyes of a brand new life. It's so